This conference will now be recorded.
Hey all, good evening. How are you all?
Hi, hi, good evening, Santa.
Hey. Hey, okay. Hope you guys had a good weekend.
Yeah. Yes, we do. How about yours?
I had a good weekend. Thank you.
Good, good.
Okay, cool. I think, yeah, we'll get started. So let me start sharing my screen. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, Ami, I think I have not covered couple of things to you. We could not get a chance, but maybe over a weekend or sometime we will do that to cover this Agile Manifesto. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, fine. But otherwise, Pearl, Pooja, and others, where did we stop? Did we cover the variations in Agile principle?
We were done with the artifacts.
Oh, this also. Okay.
Yeah.
Artifacts. Cool. Sure. Mm. Okay, fine. So, so any questions on this? Roles, ceremonies, artifacts. So basically, quickly to revise, Ami. So
Yeah.
there are three roles. Let me open the Excel. Quickly to revise. There are three roles in Scrum: Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development Team. Who is a Product Owner? Product Owner is nothing but Business Analyst in Scrum. Okay, so these are the three roles. Scrum Master is the one who will be working closely with the team, facilitating any meetings that are required or organizing things and all. As a product owner, you will be getting the requirements from the client and giving it to the development team, and the development team would be, doing the development work. So these are the three roles that's there as shown here. And then we have something called as events in a sprint. So what is a sprint? By the way, sprint is nothing but time duration, fixed time duration, usually 2 weeks, during which we'll tell, hey, this is the work that we can commit to do as a team, and we'll get started and do that work in the 2 weeks, right? So the work that the team we can do in 2 weeks uh, time cycle is nothing but sprint. And like I took an example of sprint start date being 9 September. If it starts on 9 September, it should end on 22nd September. Now, what happens in this sprint? So, in this sprint is all these events should be there in the sprint. On the first day of the sprint, we'll have planning session where the team plans the work that has to be done in these 2 weeks. This planning session will be a 4 hours meeting maximum. It can be reduced to 1 to 2 hours also if the team is familiar with things. And we have daily scrum or stand-up meeting, which happens every day, where each team member comes and provides an update on, hey, what did I work on yesterday? What am I planning to do work on? Or what am I planning to work on today? Or if I have any blockers or issues and things. Okay. So daily stand up or daily scrum. And then sprint review. This happens on the last day of the sprint. Since the team would have worked on things from first day, the 9th September to 22nd September, right? So whatever that the team has worked on, that will be reviewed with the customers. That will be reviewed with the customers. They will showcase it to the customers in this meeting and take feedback. And retrospective meeting is a meeting where team will, kind of focus on, hey, in these 2 weeks, in terms of process, people, what went well, what did not go well, where can we improve on? Basically, inspect and adapt. Inspect what's going wrong, what's going good, appreciate if something is going good, or how we can do things better. So those things would be addressed here. So what went well, what did not go well, where can we improve? So these are all the events that's there. Yeah, just before planning meeting, 4 to 5 days prior, there would be backlog refinement session or grooming session where the requirements would be discussed by the business analyst or the product owner with the team. And in detail, we discussed things would be discussed. And then we have artifacts where uh, the product backlog, sprint backlog, and product increment are delivered. Artifacts meaning deliverables, right? Product backlog. What is product backlog? Product backlog is nothing but list of everything that has to be done if I have to complete a product. Like for example, if you want to develop a product like Instagram, then these are the various things that has to be completed. Registration, login, reels, profile setup, settings, and all these things. Right? That is product backlog. What is sprint backlog? Sprint backlog is we told a sprint is 2 weeks. Meaning, in these 2 weeks, what can I do? In these 2 weeks, obviously, I cannot do all these things. I can do only maybe two things. Those two things is nothing but sprint backlog. And product increment is nothing but that these two things will be completed, right? Registration and login. So that is a incremental software, meaning incremental piece of Instagram. Next sprint, you will take 2 items, then increment it, 2 items, increment it. So it will be incremental software that would be showcased to the stakeholders. Okay. So that's a revising things very briefly at a high level. I mean, hope you got at least a few things here,
Yep.
if not completely.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, fine then we'll continue. And others, did we do this also? Which is kind of very same, right? Similar. I think we covered this. Let me know if not. Pooja, Pearl.
Yeah, we did not cover this.
So
Oh, we
this
did
was
not.
not done.
Okay, fine. Same thing. Let me repeat it. Fine. So, overview of Scrum process flow. Now, you as a product owner, this is product owner or business analyst, you will be getting inputs from customers, team, managers, executives, everyone. You will be getting a lot of inputs from everyone. Out of which, taking those inputs, you will be building a product backlog. You will be building a product backlog. Whatever I showed just now, right? Whatever I just showed now on Instagram, we will be building something like that. Meaning things that has to be done to complete the product. Example, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, right? You'll have a product backlog, and then you will discuss with the team and come up with sprint planning meeting. So team selects when you come to the sprint planning meeting, team selects starting at the top as much as it can commit to deliver by the end of the sprint. Meaning in the 2 weeks, what can the team do? That would be discussed and committed. Okay, and whatever is committed here, that would be called as sprint backlog. In our Instagram example, it was registration and login. So it would be called a sprint backlog. Now, once the sprint backlog is finalized, then the sprint will start where the development will happen. So keep this in mind. Once the sprint starts, it cannot change at any time. Sprint end date and the team deliverables do not change. The sprint end date and team deliverables do not change. So the sprint starts, and you will have Scrum Master who will be helping the team to get things done. And yeah, you'll have every day you'll have daily stand-up meeting. Finally, at the end of the sprint, you will have sprint demo or review session where the practical product is showcased to the stakeholders. And also after that, you will have something called a sprint retrospective meeting where you will discuss on what went well, what did not go well, and where can we improve on things like that. Okay. Any questions on this?
No questions.
No
So
question.
what does the Scrum Master do?
Scrum Master is the one, whatever I showed here, the
Mm-hmm.
events and all, right?
Okay.
All these events and everything, These things would be scheduled, organized, and everything by the Scrum Master.
Okay.
Okay. And also Scrum Master will help the product owner or business analyst to manage the product backlog. It's not easy to manage the product backlog in Jira.
Okay.
So Scrum Master will be helping. And also if the team has any issues, concerns,
Mhm.
any blockers, everything that has to be brought to the notice of Scrum Master, and Scrum Master will help to unblock the team there. Okay,
Okay.
make sure the things keep moving.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically Scrum Master is a non-technical person who will
Okay.
be helping the team in all possible ways to get things done. Okay. And also keep the team motivated. I'll come to the responsibilities of each of the roles in upcoming slides. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No,
Okay. Ami, any questions?
no, it's fine. No question.
Okay. Fine. Then we have Scrum roles. So Agile team or development team. Then we have the Scrum Master and the product owner. So the Agile, when it comes to Agile team, the team will create and refine stories and acceptance criteria along with the product owner. Of course, it would be the product owner who will be creating the stories and refining the stories with the team and also acceptance criteria. But then, it's more of a team effort. That's the reason it's mentioned. By the way, whenever I used to say stories, stories are nothing but requirements. In Agile, we call requirements as user stories. Okay.
Okay.
So stories, when I say stories, don't get confused. Stories are requirements. So yeah, create and refine requirements and acceptance criteria. What is acceptance criteria? Acceptance criteria is like this. Uh, the product owner or the business analyst says, hey, for this requirement, you have to develop the login page. As per this requirement, you need to develop the login page. And I'll say, I will accept this requirement as completed only when the criteria that I have defined here is met. Meaning you will define some criteria like, okay, if it is a registration page, you will tell, or if it's a password entering a username password module, then you will enter the criteria. Hey, look, the password should have at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, one one a number, one special character. This is the conditions that I'm telling. If all this is met, the user should be allowed to create password or login. If this thing is not met, then appropriate error message has to be shown. So that is the kind of acceptance criteria that I'll define so that the developer has those details and the developer will develop accordingly. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So next is build, define, test, and deliver stories. So the agile team will be doing the development, they'll be testing it, and finally they'll be delivering the requirements. Okay. And then develop and commit to teams program increment objectives and sprint plans so that the agile team they will develop, they will also commit to the team's program increment objectives, whatever objectives are there for the team, and also the sprint plans. Iteration, the other word for iteration is sprint. Okay, so both are same, iteration and sprint. So all the sprint plans they will commit to it, right? I just told here. So all the sprint planning work that's done, the team has to commit it, and the team size should be anywhere between 5 to 11 members. Any team says less than 5 members, it doesn't make sense to have a team at all. Like for just for 3 or 4 members, it doesn't make sense to have team and have all the ceremonies.
Okay.
So it's waste of time and effort.
Okay.
However, if it is more than 11 members, then it would be really hard to manage big teams. It would be a headache to manage big teams. So the ideal size for a Scrum team should be anywhere between 5 to 11 members, not less than 5 members, not more than 11 members. It should be between 5 to 11 members. That's how it should be. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an agile team. Next, coming to Scrum Master. As I told earlier, Scrum Master is the one who will be coaching the agile team and facilitate team meetings. Coaching the agile team meaning this person will be coaching the agile team, be it how to do things, what is agile. Assume few new joiners have joined the team. They are freshers. They don't know anything about how IT industry works and things, right? Then then no then it's the responsibility of the scrum master to explain them how things work, and groom them to you know uh, groom them so that they are aware of all this agile or scrum things, and also they know who is who and all. Basically, any kind of coaching that the team needs would be taken care by scrum master. Okay, and also facilitate team meetings. As I told earlier, Scrum Master will be facilitating all the team meetings, whatever team meetings it was, right from grooming, planning, daily stand-up, review, retrospective, everything would be scheduled and organized by the Scrum Master. Okay, and then remove impediments and protect the team from outside influence. Meaning, uh, impediments. What are impediments? Impediments are nothing but blockers. So if the team has any blockers, issues, concern, it is the responsibility of the Scrum Master to make sure those blockers are removed. And also, Scrum Master has to protect the team from outside influence. What do you mean by that? Meaning, the Scrum Master should, the Scrum Master should, no, protect the team, each team member. Like assume if the team members, basically the team members has to commit to the work only that is committed as part of sprint planning. If there is any other work that is being pushed by their managers or any other executives or any other team members, that should not be taken. Those such things should be brought to the notice of Scrum Master, and Scrum Master will have a dialogue with the other team, those those people who are pushing the work, and things would be resolved. But ultimately, any work outside the Scrum team sprint should not be taken, and it's the responsibility of the Scrum Master to protect the team from such work being pushed on them. Okay, and attend Scrum of Scrum meetings. Scrum of Scrum meetings are nothing but meetings where, assume there are 4 to 5 Scrum teams building a product like, take Amazon. There is assume I'm telling at a very high level. Okay, assume there is one Scrum Master for um, uh, Amazon Prime, one Scrum Master for one team for Amazon Prime, one team for Amazon no, shopping, one team for Amazon Music, one team for Amazon Fresh. Assume, okay. Now all these Scrum Masters, all these teams will have Scrum Master, and all the Scrum Masters have to gather once in a while, maybe once in a month, not once in a month, sorry, once in a week or once in 2 weeks. They have to gather and discuss on what each of the teams are doing and provide an update on each of the team's progress, and see if there are any dependencies like Scrum Team X. If they have dependency on Scrum Team Y, then those things have to be discussed here. Like for example, assume a person logs in or registers for Amazon shopping. The same registration details has to be used for Amazon Prime or Amazon Fresh or whatever it is. So the registration has to be completed first in Amazon shopping, so anywhere. So there might be dependency for others, Fresh and others, right? So such things have to be discussed. I know I took a lame example, but I hope you are able to relate. So any such dependencies, issues, or concerns would be discussed in Scrum of Scrum meetings. And by the way, only Scrum Masters will be attending this meeting. And if the Scrum Masters need input from product owner, then they'll be pulling the product owner into this meeting. Otherwise, product owners are not part of Scrum of Scrum meetings.
Okay.
Okay, fine. And then we have the product owner. The product owner is the one who creates, prioritizes, and accepts the stories. Meaning, product owner is the one who creates the requirements, who prioritizes what has to be done first, what has to be done next. That prioritization is really, really important. For that, we have a couple of techniques. I will cover that in the later stage, each prioritization technique. But creating, prioritizing, and finally, once the development is complete, you are the one who will be accepting the stories. So you, the product owner or business analyst, you are the one who is accepting or rejecting the stories. If it is well done, if it's developed as per the acceptance criteria that is defined, you will accept the stories. Otherwise, if it's not done as per the acceptance criteria, then you will straight away reject the stories. Reject the stories and tell the team to rework. Okay. And you as a product owner, you will act as the customer for team questions. Meaning the team might have a lot of queries. The team might have a lot of queries, uh, uh, you know, for the customers. However, the development team will not be able to reach to the customer. They might not have access to the customer. But you, as a product owner or business analyst, you will be having access to the customers because you might be talking on a daily basis. So you act as the customer, meaning you should be able to answer all the queries that the team has. However, if you don't have an answer, you go to the customer, get the answer, and come back, convey the same to the team members. So you act as a bridge between the customer and the team members, and eventually you are the customer for team members, right? And work with product management to plan program increments. So product management team or product manager is one who will be sitting above you. So above you meaning this person will be working closely with the marketing team. They'll be doing competitor analysis, they'll be doing a lot of stuff, mostly research. So based on their research, this product manager will provide inputs to you, the product owner or business analyst, to further take requirements, develop write requirements, and get it developed with the team. Okay.
Okay.
So this is on the three roles in Scrum: Agile team or the development team, Scrum Master, product owner. Any questions here?
No.
No, it's good.
Okay. Ami, you're getting it?
Yeah, I have a one question about product owner. So,
Yeah.
agile team, Scrum Master, you explain in layman term and giving example for Amazon and
Mm,
stuff. So it's pretty much clear each role that I can
mm,
relate. But as a
mm,
product owner, my first question it comes in my brain that why a business analyst call a product owner?
mm. So, so business analyst, the term that was there since waterfall model. So waterfall model were in a traditional way of developing the software. The term product owner and things were not there. Right. When Agile came, when they're defining the roles, development
Mhm.
team, Scrum Master, product owner, that is when this term was coined. You are called a product owner because you own the product. Because you own the product, you are the one who is writing the requirements for the product, and you are the one who is giving it to the development team and getting it developed, right? So you own the product. That's the reason you are called as the product owner. Like you own the Amazon Fresh product, you own the whatever Amazon shopping, because that ownership should be there with you. Meaning indirectly saying, boss, if something goes wrong, you are responsible, right? Does that answer your question?
Yes, and the more clear understanding of it, where business analyst role comes in starting to completing the product, where we fit, um, where is our space, like, or what
The
stage we
competitive.
comes in.
Okay. So I will maybe come to that. But however, you will be there from the start to the end of the project, end to end, right from when the requirements or requirements are uh, you know kind of glooming, you can say, or you know okay, I'll put it across this way. Assume now, first you will have a project sponsor y- who says, hey, you know what, I need a project. team to build application like WhatsApp. Okay, application like WhatsApp. Then the project sponsor, what he does is the project sponsor hires a project manager, and the project manager try identifies, okay, looks, this is the requirement. We need to build an application like WhatsApp. Now, what should I do for that? I need a person who writes the requirements. So the project manager hires the product owner or the business analyst, right? So
Mhm.
from there, the no, the product owner starts in terms of requirements. So I can say it's from the start, from the scratch. However, at this point, the development team might not be there.
Okay,
You will work on requirements, you will get requirements to a certain stage, and then maybe after 15 days or 1 month, slowly the development team would be hired, and then the requirements would be passed on to the development team.
understand. Yes.
Okay, sure. Any other questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So next is trying to understand on relationship between product manager, product owner, project manager, scrum master. Okay, so 4 roles. Now, product owner and scrum master, they are part of scrum team. We briefly discussed about the product owner. However, product manager, project manager, they are outside the scrum team. However, there will be inputs flowing to the product owner from the project manager and the from the project manager and the product manager, and also inputs flowing to scrum master from project manager. So who is a product manager? Product manager is the one who will be working closely with the marketing team, doing the marketing research. Like, okay, I'm building a product now. Who are my competitors? Who are my competitors? What is the market share my competitor has? Now, how can I take that market share? And how can I build that feature? What is that feature which nobody else is giving, which I can give, so that customers will start using my product? So such is the kind of research that would be done by product manager. Okay, and based out of the research, there will be lot of findings, right? Those things would be passed on to the product owner, that is you, the business analyst or product owner. Those information would be passed on to the product owner so that you can make use of it, and because you are the one who is interacting with the development team. Product manager doesn't talk to the development team much, but you, product owner, you will talk to the development team. So does the market research. Based on the market research, the manager might say, hey, look, out of my research, I found that so and so features, if we give, the customers will be happy. Then you, as a product owner, okay, you elaborate that features and tell the development team to develop it. Okay,
Yeah.
and also, product manager is the one who will be having that vision for the product, long-term vision. Okay, where do I want to see my product in next 1 year? Next 1 year, what should be my revenue that I'm targeting? All those things would be defined by the product manager. A voice of the customer, meaning product manager will be like act as a voice of the customer. Having sessions with the customers, listen to them, take points, take notes, understand what they're expecting, and pass it on to the product owner for development. Pricing, deciding the pricing of the product. What price should the product be sold at? If I price it at $50, will I be in profit? If I price it at $25, will I be in profit? How should I price my product? So those things would be decided by product manager. Market communication, any kind of communication like launch of a new series, launch of when I say new series, launch of new version of your software, or launch of new features. Like as you in WhatsApp, you have video calling, right? When that video calling was launched, that market communication was done via advertisements, via a lot of other channels. But yeah, you as a product manager, you have to work with the marketing team to get these things done. Okay, That's on the product manager. However, when it comes to product owner will be working closely with the project manager and product manager also. But apart from that, product owner will be the one who will be managing or prioritizing product backlog. Meaning manage the product backlog. Meaning what is backlog? Product backlog is nothing but if I have to complete my product like WhatsApp, what are the various things that I need to do? That is your product backlog. So that product backlog or requirements would be managed by you, and you are the one who will be prioritizing it. And you should make sure you are available to the team, development team. If they have any questions or queries and things, you should be available to them. And you should be ready for sprint planning. Any kind of uh, you know uh, yeah, with all the inputs, with all the requirements, you should be ready for sprint planning, which happens on the first day of the sprint, so that the team can get started. And you will allow the team to plan the work. You will not dictate things. You only tell what has to be done, and you will decide. You will let the team decide how it has to be done. So basically, you don't tell how it has to be done. You will only tell why are we doing this, what are we doing, how to do it. Let the team decide, development team, and respect sprint boundaries. Make sure you're respecting the sprint boundaries. That is sprint start date and end date. You know that you cannot push more work beyond that. So you have to respect their boundaries. So these are the few things on product owner. Now coming to project manager ensures the project meets its objectives. For that, the project manager has to work closely with the product owner because objectives are more aligned towards the requirements. So if the requirements has to be met, and the project manager has to work closely with the product owner because the product owner knows what's happening with the requirements, where the team is and everything, right? So that collaboration should be there. Negotiate work with the team. Negotiate work with the team in the sense like if there are more requirements that are pushed, uh, the project manager comes and asks the team product owner, hey look product owner, can we take this one requirement? You know, can we take this one extra requirement that the client is asking for? If yes, you will take it up. Otherwise, you will say no, we cannot take it. We don't have the bandwidth and things. So that's kind of dialogue or negotiation happens. And then manage scope, date, and budget. Yeah, budget wise, it would be managed with the project manager. Dates wise, what is a release date and other things that would be managed with the project manager. Scope management. So scope management in terms of okay, what was in scope, what is out scope, that again with discussion with product owner would be managed by the project manager. Stakeholder communication, any kind of stakeholder communication, whether who's a stakeholder is anyone who's interested in your project. It can be your customers, it can be your security focus, it can be your CIO, CFO, whoever it is. Everybody who's interested in your project as stakeholders. So obviously about the status of the project and other things has to be communicated to them, right? So that communication has to be again collaborative effort where you product owner and the project manager has to work collaboratively and do such communications. And also if you are communicating something, anything in terms of requirements, make sure you are looping in project manager. If project manager is communicating something, make sure project manager is looping you. So that kind of collaboration should be there. Next is uh, visualize, communicate, and radiate information. Meaning, whatever the project manager is doing here, the Scrum Master doesn't have visibility. So it's a responsibility of project manager to communicate and pass on the information to the Scrum Master so that they are also aware of things. They should be also work closely with the team, right? So that has to be passed on. Remove impediments, keeping the team from completing the work. Impediments mean blockers. So any kind of blockers that the team has, it's the Scrum Master should seek help from project manager to remove those blockers so that the team can focus and complete the work. Okay, this is on project manager. When it comes to Scrum Master is more of a agile expert, agile expert who who you know who talks good things about agile, who tells why agile is important, who explains each and everything about Agile and promotes Agile. Evangelist meaning promotes, promotion. This person promotes Agile. Okay. And facilitate creativity and empowerment, meaning if the team members have any creative ideas, encourage that. You empower such creative ideas. If needed, facilitate any kind of meetings that the team members need, and encourage self-organization. You encourage the team to be self-organized, where don't depend on others. Go ahead and take things on your control and do that. Encourage self-organization and encourage improvement of teams development practices, be it in terms of coding practices, be it in terms of uh, cyber security scans, all those things. You encourage the team. Scrum master encourages to improve on the practices. Okay. And finally, scrum master is a member of the team and not a manager. Scrum master is more of a team player and not a manager. So these are the four roles that are there in Agile. Inside the Scrum, you will have product owner, Scrum master. Outside the Scrum, you have product manager and project manager. But as a product owner, you have to interact with both of them. Okay, make sense? Any questions?
So, product owner, like most of the inputs from product manager and project manager is given to the product owner, right? So that needs a lot of
Yes,
documentation.
yes,
So, is
100%.
there any specialized software that need to use
Yes,
for
yes. I
documenting or
I'll come to that. Maybe in 1 week's
okay,
time when we do the project, we'll do
okay,
that. I'll
okay,
show you.
okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
So Rajiv, does Scrum Master has any knowledge of what product manager are asking, or it just
Uh,
only us that know what product manager
so,
requirements are there?
yeah, Scrum Master should have the knowledge. Otherwise, the Scrum Master would be left alone, and Scrum Master can contribute very less when he or she doesn't know what is being developed, right? So in ideal world, Scrum Master should know things. What is this project develop? What is the software that we are developing and other things?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Should know definitely.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, team. Then we'll stop here and we'll continue tomorrow same time.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Rajiv, I have a question regarding missing classes.
Yeah. Tell me,
So
Amy.
is it possible, like this other student, what they covered and what
Mm,
I because I attended just first class of the day, right? So can you email
yeah.
me the link what you had done it in before missing classes so I can
Record
just
recordings, right? Sure, sure.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Amy. I'll tell the team to send you the recordings.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Fine, fine.
Yep.
Sure. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Tomorrow same time?
Yes, same time. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Say bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.